Hey everyone, this is part 2 of the video of my weight loss journey. I'm sorry that it took a few days. I just had a lot of things that I wanted to put in this video, and I needed to like organize it in my head and thoughts and stuff, and I even asked questions on my Facebook. What I decided to go ahead and do, because I did try making the video that night, and I was all over the place. Like, I kept forgetting things, and even after I made the video, I forgot some very important things. And I know some of you are going to want to see exactly like what the food looks like, and as far as like packaging of some of the stuff that I have. And so I'm going to go, instead of just doing this video as far as like just low carb, I am going to do it the way that I do it as far as Atkins, okay? And I can't find that book. See, I keep forgetting everything. Okay, anyway, let's get started. So I did not, for all my makeup friends, I did not do a tutorial on this look. If you want to, you can't really see like too much, but if you really want to know, just ask a question below. On my lips, I have the new one I just got, Dollhouse Pink from, Wet n Wild. It's so freaking beautiful. I love it. And over top that is one of the new lip glosses I got from LA Colors. It's just a glitter gloss. It's super chunky glitter, but it's really pretty. It's really, really sticky, by the way. So anyway, that's not this video. Sorry, son interrupted me. Okay, so let's get started. Day 1 of induction from Atkins, okay? Basically, I'm back on day 1 because I had a binge on pizza last night. I know, it's just, you're gonna have those moments. You're gonna have those moments. The one thing about this is that you just are able to get right back on, and you start from square one, and you want your body to get back into ketosis. Please refer to my other video, or I think I'll put the link again in the bottom bar of what ketosis is. It's the fat burning mode, okay? Burns stored body fat, and that's what you want. Where do I start? Okay, first off, which I just mentioned on my Facebook to a friend, go to Atkins.com. Now, you don't have to follow Atkins. This is just what I'm doing, okay? I'm not a weight loss guru or anything like that. This is just what I'm doing. You can still get bits and pieces of information from what I'm going to share to you all, and use it at, in your own way. I highly recommend in all, hold on honey, in all ways of eating to lower your carbs. I really don't, with all the research I have read, I really don't think that there is any medical reason to be eating such high amounts of carbohydrates. Now, if you live a healthy lifestyle and you have protein and vegetables, with pasta here and there, bread, whole wheat, whole grain, of course that's going to be perfect, but the kind of bad carbs that I'm talking about is fast food and processed foods and stuff like that. That's the kind of carbohydrates that I'm talking about staying away from. Don't eat out, and if you do, don't get the bread, because most of the time it's the worst possible bread you can eat. Yesterday, for example, I went to McDonald's. Me and my kids don't go there often anymore. We don't even eat out as often as we used to. I want to say once a month, and I think we even went 2 months without eating out anything at all. My kids don't miss it because I'm cooking more. And their taste buds and their minds and everything, kids are very smart, and their bodies bounce back really fast of what is good for them. So my son is harder. He is a lot pickier. My daughter will try everything at least once. So it has been difficult, but I just try to make it fun, and sometimes I try to get them in the kitchen with me. So where there's a will, there's a way. You'll figure it out. So anyway, go to Atkins. Did I say that? Oh, just letting you know, I wasn't able to go on my walk, so my brain is really scattered. What, honey?
I'll save my one pizza. Can I have that?
Sure. Hold on. Go to Atkins.com and sign up for a free starter kit. Okay, that's all I did. It took about a month to get to me, but what it's gonna do is it's gonna come with this little red book, Lit, which I can't find mine. I put it away. See, that's what happens when you put things away. Just kidding. I put it away and I can't find it, but it's a little square book. Okay, it has all the foods that you need in induction. It has how many grams of carbs are in broccoli, like, well, all the vegetables and stuff that you're able to eat, and it's just really helpful. But I'm also going to put links that you can print out for yourself and keep in your kitchen or in your room or whatever, or just keep referring to your computer or your phone. That has the same pretty much basic information of what you can and cannot eat in induction. My first 2 weeks, I did it exactly as Atkins said. I'm also going to put a picture right now of the book that I read and I checked out from the library. I did not buy the book. I checked it out from the library and I read it cover to cover 3 times. And that helped out a lot. So go do that. If you have a library close to you, or get it on your Nook or your Kindle or whatever, I'm going to post a picture now because I always forget the name of it and I don't have it anymore because I returned it. So I'm going to put the picture now. Okay, I'm back. So that's the book that you have to read. And I say you have to, because do the research, okay? I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to tell you everything I eat. And in the end of this video, I'm going to do a slideshow of all the foods that I've made. Again, unless I state it, I got a recipe from online. So there's a lot of things that I don't post pictures of because I forget, or I just am so hungry I just want to eat it, so I don't take a picture. But yeah, so let's get started. Induction, day 1. Okay, what I'm going to do today for me. I had bacon and eggs this morning. I used the Costco, the Kirkland brand Costco. Hold on, honey. No. Bacon bits. They do have nitrate. Okay, you're going to do research and you're going to know that you have, careful, you're gonna have to, nitrate can cause stalls and headaches and stuff in people. It's not like this big old disclaimer, but just be aware. Obviously, I'm not gonna have those particular bacon bits for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's ways of doing bacon in the microwave, on a skillet, in the oven, and that way you can make it in advance. Obviously, you want to get the best possible bacon, but in the beginning, let's just get started, or you'll just be getting started, and as you go on and you're feeling good, you're going to want to do more and more research, and you're going to want to buy better and better food. Okay, so don't worry about it. Don't make it stressful. It's not stressful if you don't make it stressful. Bacon and eggs this morning. I had 2 eggs, regular eggs, and a tablespoon and a half of bacon bits, and I use this. Okay, this thing you can get at Walmart, Target. I've even seen it in Food for Less for like $2 and something cents. And mine's dirty because there goes that.
Mommy,
ew, I got egg on my computer. Okay. So yeah, so I put the 2 eggs in here, scramble it while it's in here, drizzle the bacon on, and I do put a little bit of paprika. Put it in the microwave for 1 minute. If you are anti-microwave because of cancer, blah blah blah, well, then don't do it in the microwave. Don't do it my way. Do it on the skillet. Okay. And then on top of that, I put some cheese. You got to watch your cheeses. Cheeses do contain carbs, especially if they are not made with whole milk. Try to find the best cheese you can at your budget. Hard cheeses such as I also eat a lot of Parmigiano Reggiano or Parmesan cheese, shredded. The harder cheeses, they're a little bit more expensive, but use them sparingly, are better for you and contain 0 carbs in every amount of serving. But the softer cheeses such as mozzarella, and I even believe Jack and the mild cheddar, contain at least 1 gram of carb per tablespoon. It's not a lot, but if it's going to come days where you're going to be really hungry, you're going to be eating more, you want to watch your carbs. That's my breakfast. Okay, I also have a cup of coffee in this little mug. I used to have a bigger one, but I'm trying to stop coffee. Caffeine can stall your weight loss, not for everybody, but it can. So what I'm trying to do right now is seeing if it'll help me boost up my weight loss by a couple points a week. Okay, so I only fill it to about here. Okay, I put a tablespoon, it still has some, of coconut oil. I put a little splash of half and half. They recommend using heavy cream. I am lactose sensitive, so I can't have a lot of cheeses or dairy stuff like that. So I use half and half, and I haven't had any problems. And I use a tablespoon, or is it a teaspoon? I don't know. It's this little thing of Splenda. Splenda is the best possible sweetener, artificial sweetener you can get. If you are a diabetic, you should stay away from sugar, period. Anyway, if you are anti-sweeteners, then find, there's stevia, truvia, which are more linked to sugar without it causing effects to your blood sugar. I don't like those. I've tried both. I don't like them. Sweet and Low is the worst you can do. It contains aspartame, which studies show it does cause stalls and weight loss. It doesn't make you gain weight, but it causes stalls and weight loss, and I don't want that at all. Most diet drinks contain aspartame. I'm sorry, aspartame. Okay, shut my door, please. Shut my door, please. They contain aspartame. When you drink that, you can't kick yourself out of ketosis. So that means your weight loss is going to be what? Stalled. There are the Shasta soda brand, which you can pretty much find anywhere. I find it at my 99-cent store, is made with Splenda. Okay, I've made orange chicken. I made the orange sauce that goes on top orange chicken. Instead of using regular orange soda, per this recipe, I used diet orange Shasta, okay, and it's sweetened with Splenda. I happen to like it. I really like when I'm really in the need of a soda, or I really want a soda, I try to go to that. Okay, hold on. What else? Okay, lunch. Lunch is usually a salad. Lettuce, you're supposed to have, I think it says 3 cups a day of, stop hitting this, puppy. Okay, sorry. What's next? Okay, so Shasta, Diet Shasta is sweetened with Splenda. I recommend you switching over to Splenda. If you don't like Splenda, give it a little while, okay? Give it a few weeks. Give your body a few weeks to adjust to different kinds of foods. Your taste buds, everything will change. I promise you, everything will change. I never thought I can go a day in my life without pasta. Considering I also have a stomach sensitivity to pastas, wheats, and white products, I've always have, but I always ignored it. I loved the food so much, it was addictive to me. And I didn't make any of those kind of connections until after I had stopped, okay? So it's not like I heard everybody else's stories and I'm like, oh, well, that's happening to me too, like a hypochondriac. No. These were things that I noticed within my own body. Okay, like last night I had the pizza. I had a stomachache all night long. For one, because I don't eat white breads anymore, and 2, I have a stomach problem. Every time I eat pasta, every time I eat pizza, every time I ate bread, I don't have that one disease or whatever you call it. I just have, my stomach is more sensitive, and I've been like that my whole life. My daughter, I'm noticing, has the same issues when I give her too much bread, wheat products. She's always in the bathroom too. So I'm going to talk to her doctor and a child nutritionist. I'm not going to switch her to low carb. Obviously, I'm not trying to make my daughter lose weight. But I also don't want her to have the same stomach problems I grew up with. So anyway, yes. And if you are interested and you don't know if you can do this as a way of life, this has to be a way of life. This is not a 500 calorie diet that, oh my God, 5 pounds or 10 pounds in 2 days, and no, you'll gain it back. Hello. This is a way of life, a way of eating. You're going to have to learn how to cook all over again, different kinds of foods. But I'm telling you, the foods are delicious. And I've never been more happy to cook a meal ever in my entire life. Because it's good and it's good for me and I enjoy it and I eat as much as I want. I'm never hungry, never starving. Only during that time of the month I find my control is a little bit. Can you shut my door, please? Speaking of soda. What was I saying? During that time of the month for me, I do find I'm eating a little bit more and I'm craving a little bit more. But I also have sweet recipes that I make that totally help with those problems for me. Like last night, I did binge out, and you know what? Whatever. Like, I have lost 50 pounds already, and so what? That's life. Life is not going to be perfect.
Where's the soda?
It's over here. Things are going to happen and you're going to fall off the wagon. I've done it quite a few times on this journey, going to Disneyland, going to SeaWorld, weekends with my boyfriend. We just, shit happens and you get back on it. This way of eating is proof. It's proof that it works. And it just helps your overall well-being. After the 2 weeks, you are going to get headaches from induction. You're going to feel a little bit tired because your body is ridding all that excess sugar. I had 5 grams of sugar before I ate the pizza. I think it was Thursday when I was tallying up everything on myfitnesspal.com. I will put the name of the website here. If you are interested in seeing what I eat, then go ahead and add me as a friend. And I list everything I eat almost every day. Not everything, almost everything, because sometimes when I make homemade meals, I have to put in the recipe into the food bank, and that takes a lot of time. So sometimes it's just, I don't. But for the most part, you'll see what I eat. And please only go there if you're really interested in losing weight. You don't have to follow low carb. I'm just saying, for all of you that are trying to lose weight, go ahead and find me there. But I do low carb. So all my posts and everything on there are about my low carb-ish, okay? So what else? Okay, so after the 2 weeks, when you follow induction exactly, you may lose anywhere from 5 to 15 pounds. I was like stoked. I was like, oh my god, I want to lose 10 pounds. I only lost 7 pounds my first 2 weeks. I do take medications, and I was on birth control, and that can affect your weight loss as well, okay? So don't feel like, what? How come that person lost 15 pounds and I only lost 2? It's okay. Your body needs time to adjust. You're allowed 20 grams of carbs a day, not per meal, a day. In the beginning, you're going to be like, what the hell do I eat? Okay, well, now we're going to go back to the 3 cups of vegetables, okay? So I do, for my lunch, most of the time, I do a cup of lettuce, I do a boiled egg, I do, what else do I do? A boiled egg. I do these burgers right here, which I mentioned these last year when people asked. It's these burgers right here, Amy Lou, which I always thought they were called Maya burgers, but they're Amy Lou burgers, sweet caramelized onion and chicken burgers. They have 2 grams of carbs per patty, 22 grams of protein, and they have fat, okay? This one burger I literally eat by itself. I eat it in my salads almost daily. I gotta put this somewhere. And those are really good. I also, after your first 2 weeks of induction, you're able to add a little bit more to your diet. So these are heaven sent to me. They are the French's French fried onions. I put them in my salad, 2 tablespoons every single day. They are 3 grams of carbs, okay? So that is a lot for 2 tablespoons. That is a lot for 2 tablespoons, because some of the meals I eat are a total of 4 grams for the whole entire plate. So this alone has 3, but I make it a point to watch what I eat so I can enjoy this food. Get it. $2.69 at Albertsons right now, I think. Another thing, in my salad I have salami. You gotta watch out for packaged meats like this. Ham has sugar, caramelized sugar most of the time, so look at the labels, read the labels. Hot dogs, I don't recommend hot dogs, but you can have hot dogs if you like hot dogs. Read the labels, read serving sizes, read ounces. Some things do contain hidden sugars and carbs. So even though one turkey brand you can have a fistful for 0 carbs and get stuffed off of like 4 ounces of turkey meat, another brand you can only have 2 slices for 4 carbs. I've seen that before. So that means it's packed full of sugar, and sugar turns into a carbohydrate, okay? That's what it is. Explaining that to a diabetic, it's so hard. My boyfriend's diabetic, and he thought he ate this meal that was very low in carbs because it was meat. And I'm telling him, it's not. As much as you love that meal, it was not low carb. I plugged it in, and I had to show him proof that sugar contains a lot of carbohydrates. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar has 26 grams of carbs. Even though you're eating, now if he were to have eaten a normal FDA approved serving size, that's normal. But my boyfriend eats like for 4 people in one sitting. So he has to put that into his gram of carbs. So we fought about it because he was thinking I was mad about the recipe, and it wasn't the recipe. I'm just saying facts. But anyway, that's another thing. So read everything. There's that whole controversy with the beef, with the pink slime, and a lot of beef sometimes does contain a gram or 2 per ounce or whatever of meat. I do eat a lot more turkey meats, and I eat pork, which I never used to eat pork. but I eat it now. Okay, so anyway, so this is a brand, also Costco brand, Columbus Italian Dry Salami. You also, this is 45% less sodium. You also want to watch your sodium. For the month of February, I had a tough time. Zaya, shh. I had a tough time losing weight. I was like up 0.2, down 0.4, up 0.8, down 0.6. I was like, what the hell is this? And I cut back to 1,500 to 2,400 milligrams of sodium. That saved me. I've been dropping weight ever since. So look for lower sodium products. You don't want to look for low fat, and you don't want to look for low calorie. Those are processed foods. In order to take fat out of a product, they have to process it, and then they're going to fill it with fillers, okay? So all of those people that do low carb and low fat and low calorie foods, you are eating processed foods, unless it's natural in low fat, natural in low calories, such as vegetables. Keep that in mind. Low sugar just means they substitute the raw sugar that they would have put in there for an artificial sweetener. Another thing I have for lunch is peanut butter jelly sandwich. After induction, you can, Zaya, you can start having flaxseed. I recommend in induction, you try to get at least a tablespoon of this in at least 2 of your meals, sprinkling it on salad, putting it on your eggs. So it doesn't taste like much because you may get backed up. You do get backed up. I'll talk about that next. But yeah, so after induction, you can, I'm on extended induction. Please read about it, okay? I'm eating nuts and berries now. Over time, you start adding things and seeing how your body reacts to it. I have the Planters. Azaya, go over there in that corner, puppy. You're too loud. I have the Planters No Need to Stir Natural Creamy Peanut Butter. This does contain 3 grams of sugar. All peanut butters contain sugar. And this has 3 dietary fiber. I'm going to go into that right now. And 6 grams of carbs, okay? And this is for 2 tablespoons. We don't count calories, and we don't count fat. We want fat. You need fat in this diet. If you do a low-calorie, low-fat diet, you're going to get malnourished, and you're going to end up in the hospital eventually, okay? This is not low calories, and this is not low fat. You need good fats, okay? Research, please. Thank you. So now we're going to go into net carbs, now that I'm getting into something that has more fibers and stuff for my lunches and my dinners. I don't always have eggs for breakfast, but most of the time I do. I love eggs. I can eat eggs breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but some people don't. So just look for meals that are not with eggs. You got to start counting net carbs. So if something contains fiber, then you're going to subtract that from the total carbohydrates. So this is total of, you guys don't even see it, right? Okay, this has 6 total carbs for 2 tablespoons, and it also contains 3 grams of fiber. So you subtract the 2 and you end up with 3. So for 2 tablespoons, it's 3 grams of carbs. That's okay, babe. Another thing I like is this Bob's Red Meal Golden Flaxseed Meal, and I'm going to show you what it. Oh, I didn't bring it. Anyway, it's really ground up. It almost looks like baby cereal or cream of wheat before you make it. I also found this at the dollar store. Now, this is what actual flaxseed looks like, okay? And you can grind it yourself. This whole thing right here was $1. It doesn't have the same taste, but you know, it's there. Also, to weigh stuff like my meats, I have this little scale. It comes off. It holds 16 ounces. I got it at $4.99 at Bed Bath & Beyond. I highly recommend you get it. My nana made like a pork roast, so I was measuring my meat to put in my salads instead of using my chicken burgers. It just helps out a lot, especially measuring vegetables, and you can find a lot of the carbs in vegetables and stuff per cup, half a cup, but sometimes all you see is 1 ounce, 2 ounce, and you're like, how much is that? And I was having problems with that. Hold on, please.